Shalom, this is Brother Malakia of Yahweh's Messengers. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises and honour to Yahweh, Ba'ashim, Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashim, Waha, Rakah, Kodash. Double honours to the elders and apostles in Israel who rule and teach well. I want to cover King James the first book, A Counterblast to Tobacco, written in 1604. I've got a recording, so I have to do a fair use disclaimer. This usage is for education purposes only.
James I blows a counterblast to tobacco.
Now, how you are, by this custom, disabled in your goods, let the gentry of this land bear witness, some of them bestowing 400 pounds a year upon this precious stink. Is it not both great vanity and uncleanness that at table, a place of respect, of cleanliness, of modesty, men should not be ashamed to sit tossing of tobacco pipes and puffing of the smoke of tobacco one to another, to exhale athwart the dishes and infect the air when very often men that abhor it are at the repast? Surely smoke becomes a kitchen far better than a dining chamber, and yet it makes a kitchen also oftentimes in the inward parts of men, soiling and infecting them with an unctuous and oily kind of soot, as hath been found in some great tobacco takers that after the death were opened. Are you not guilty of sinful and shameful lust, that although you be troubled with no disease, but in perfect health, yet can you neither be merry at an ordinary, nor lascivious in the stews, if you lack tobacco to provoke your appetite to any of those sorts of recreation, lusting after it, as the children of Israel did in the wilderness after quails? Mollusces and delicacy were the rack and overthrow, first of the Persian, and next of the Roman Empire. Have you not reason then to be ashamed, and to forbear this filthy novelty, so basely grounded, so foolishly received, and so grossly mistaken in the right use thereof? A custom loathsome to the eye, hateful to the nose, harmful to the brain, dangerous to the lungs, and in the black stinking fume thereof, nearest resembling the horrible Stygian smoke of the pit that is bottomless.
I didn't know I was a...
He sounds to be very angry about the usage of tobacco in that time. I'm going to go to some precepts in the Bible now. I'm going to go to 1 Corinthians 3 and 16. Know ye not that ye are the temple of Yahweh, and that the Spirit of Yahweh dwelleth in you? Verse 17. And if any man defileth the temple of Yahweh, him shall Yahweh destroy, for the temple of Yahweh is holy, which temple ye are. And 2 Corinthians 6 and 16. And what agreement have the temple of Yahweh with idols? For ye are the temple of power, as power hath said, I will dwell in them and walk in them, and I will be their power, and they shall be my people. Verse 17. Wherefore come out from among them, and be ye separate, saith Yahweh, and touch not the unclean thing, and I will receive you. Verse 18. And I will be a father unto you, and ye shall be my sons and daughter, saith Yahweh Almighty. And I wasn't expecting in that extract that he mentioned the children of Israel and requiring quail's eggs. We can read about that in Psalms 105:40. Psalms 105:40 reads, "The people asked, and he brought quails and satisfied them with the bread of heaven." Also, Numbers 11:31. "And there went forth a wind from Yahweh, and brought quails from the sea, and let them fall by the camp, and as it were a day's journey on this side, and as it were a day's journey on the other side, round about the camp, and as it were 2 cubits high upon the face of earth." And we'll go to Wisdom of Solomon 19:12. "For quails came up unto them from the sea for their contentment." Numbers 11:32. "And the people stood up all that day, and all that night, and all the next day, and they gathered the quails. He that gathered least gathered 10 homers, and they spread them all abroad for themselves round about the camp." So it's an explanation of King James referencing the children of Israel and the request for quails from Yahweh. Was not expecting that in the Counterblast to tobacco. Obviously, we all know King James is an Israelite. So with that, I'd like to give all praise and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashim, Yahweh Ba'ashim, Waha, Rukah Kodash. Hope this lesson was edifying. Malawala. Shalom.